saying. Be concerned when they don't care to say it. Funny how people will act like they know you, but they don't even got a clue what they're saying.
Yeehaw, soldiers! It's your boy the Anime Sage coming at you with another video, and this is with Deku at the Mjolnir Part 6. The series has definitely gotten pretty popular on my channel, so here's another part. Alright, let me get into my stuff for this week, I guess. So you guys are getting Whirlpool Naruto and have Uchiha send you this Naruto this week. You saw the polls, however, you guys will also get another video this week, maybe. Thinking of uploading Inuzuka Naruto Part 2 on either Thursday or Saturday, if I feel like it, I guess. But that's what my schedule is looking like this week. And I'm thinking of doing Whirlpool Naruto on Wednesday, while Uchiha send you Naruto will be on Friday. So, yeah. Anyways, watch my community tab like a hawk. On my community tab, you get polls, vid updates, and the ability to build my schedule for the week. And of course, some other fun stuff in between. These are all very important, so watch my community tab like a hawk. Alright, time for quick social media plugs. Twitter is at MSH4. Twitter is a great place for you guys to interact with me, as I do tweet pretty frequently, and it acts as another way to get notified of my videos. So follow me on Twitter. Instagram is anime_sage4. Instagram is a great place for you guys to interact with me, as I do post pretty frequently. So follow me on Instagram. Finally, join my Discord server. If you join, you get access to supplementary content, notifications when I live stream ahead of time, and of course, you can just send me ideas directly. It's also a great way for you guys to interact with me, so join my Discord server. Link to it will be in the description. Alright, time for usual checklist. If you haven't seen the last part, the link will be in the description. And if you haven't seen the series at all, check out the playlist. With all the way, let's get right into the story. It's the day of the train at USJ. Deku would normally be excited at the prospect of training with pro heroes, however, today is not that day, as based on conversations he has had with the Mjolnir, there could be a massive threat looming over the horizon. And now there's this Tomura Shigaraki person who could be the guy the Scepter chooses, is a complete nightmare. Deku heads towards USJ, along with the rest of Class 1A, and yeah, he's just thinking to himself. Mjolnir then chimes in, so, you are trying to figure out how to feel about all this information. Deku nods. Think that you may not be ready to face Tomura Shigaraki if he has the Scepter. Deku nods again, and he definitely would be at a disadvantage. The Scepter gives those he chooses 100% access to its power, while Mjolnir gives its user a small percentage of its power at first, and its users will have to work their way up from there. Of course, there are reasons for this, as power corrupts, which is what the Scepter does, but theoretically Deku will be at a disadvantage because Deku has access to only 8 to 9% of the Mjolnir's power. Mjolnir says, don't worry about it. Let's just say the Scepter is not going to choose Tomura right away, which definitely means we have plenty of time before Scepter potentially chooses him. Just worry about yourself for now, and worry about all the other stuff later. The Scepter is going to possess more people, seek more power, so you have to be ready for that. Deku is able to calm himself, but still can't shake the feeling that something is coming. Students arrive at the facility, and Deku can tell All Might is not going to be there, as the symbol Aizawa gave to 13 showed that he was used up for the day. Deku is at least grateful that All Might isn't here, because if he is the target of an attack by villains, the last person who should be there is a symbol of peace, especially if they have the evil possession boost, which will make things in All Might's life very difficult. Deku in his costume is ready for a train, and hopefully nothing will go wrong. Deku then sees Ochako and decides to strike a conversation with her. Deku talks about how great of an opportunity it is, and the train should be fun. Ochako's like, yep, but can't shake something she is feeling right now. It can't be that she's starting to like Deku, right? Nah, can't be. Mjolnir is seeing all this transpiring, it's like, my ship! And it's like, it's happening! Deku and Ochako continue their conversation, and then Deku, out of the corner of his eye, catches Mineta looking at Ochako's butt. So he decides to do the most logical thing he can think of. He slams him away with his hammer. Ochako's like, what happened? And Deku's like, you really don't want to know. Anyways, Deku and Class 1A head into USJ. Deku loves to look at the facility. It is a nice area for training, and he can definitely do well here. Although he might not like the fact that his training is going to be disrupted. A portal opens and out pops a group of villains, including a man with multiple hands on him. Mjolnir says that Shigaraki, and Deku's eyes widen. This is the guy who his Scepter could choose. He definitely looks the part, so who knows how strong he is. However, Deku and the Mjolnir sense something even stronger, and is this bird-faced, exposed brain muscular creature. Deku can sense this thing is strong, and when he sees the aura around the creature, he realizes this thing has been possessed. Deku now knows that it is up to him because no one, not even All Might, can stand up to this guy. If All Might were to go up against this Nomu, he would definitely die. There is no way around that. All Might cannot beat this thing. However, before Deku can make a move, he is transported via a portal, with both Suyu and Mineta. Deku takes care of the villain's thugs with ease, and takes both Suyu and Mineta away to a safe place with his flying abilities, while he goes off to face the creature. Meanwhile, Aizawa is taking care of the other villains. Then he gets a shoulder cape by Shigaraki. The creature is about to potentially kill Aizawa with one hit. However, Deku comes in and is able to get Aizawa out of the way. Mjolnir says, "Quick thinking, a second too late," and Aizawa would have died. Deku gives out a sigh of relief. However, he can't be relaxed, as there is this giant brain-exposed creature that has a boost from the scepter, which is definitely not good. Mjolnir says, "Deku, we can beat this thing. However, it is going to be very difficult. This thing has already strong quirks that would give All Might so much trouble, but add this boost to it and it just gets worse. This will be the fight of our lives." Deku knows that he can't let his guard down. Aizawa says to him, "Don't face that thing. That thing is unbelievably strong. I felt this aura around him that is unparalleled. If you face that thing, you will die. Let me handle it. After all, I am a teacher." Deku says, "Sorry, but I'm the only one who can take this thing. If All Might got into a fight with this thing, he would die. None of the other pro heroes could handle this thing. I'm the only one who can beat this thing. This is simply because I have the power to do so." Aizawa is like, "Are you crazy? If you say All Might can't beat him, then what chance would you have to beat him? You're only a student. It doesn't matter if you're ultra talented. A student versus a villain of this magnitude, you're gonna get killed." Deku then says, "I may be only a student, but the power I have surpasses all the pro heroes combined. I'm the one who will bring order back to the universe and save it from destruction. I will do it all with the power I have, and I'll protect those closest to me. I am Izuku Midoriya, God of Thunder, with my quirk, Thunder God." Deku then turns to Nomu, and the battle begins. Deku is fully unleashed here, as he's using all 9% of his power. You see, while in previous battles Izuku would use less than his max, the chakra resistant quirk, and the strength quirk, and all of those that have a boost with field possession, yeah, Deku's going to need to unleash everything he has here against Nomu. Deku is able to thrash Nomu a bit, but Nomu seems to be able to take it. The Nomu is, again, definitely taking damage, but it's very low compared to what he can actually dish out at 9%. This is because of the Nomu's abilities, which is against shock resistance, and the fact Deku never has ever gone to his max before. This is the first time. Deku's unleashing hit after hit after hit. However, Nomu then fires up a powered up punch, and Deku is thrown to the wall. Deku is able to take this, but has left him in the most pain he has ever felt. Deku and Nomu go back and forth, and it's a great watch. Deku and Nomu are trading blows, and Shigaraki both hates and is intrigued by this boy. This boy is definitely very powerful for a student, but he could also be a massive threat in the future. Deku keeps striking, however, Nomu then fires up a dual punch, and Deku feels more pain from this, breaking bones inside of him. Mjolnir screams, "Deku!" as Deku just took a very mean attack. Deku coughs up blood. He's definitely getting pushed to his limits here. Mjolnir says, "Deku, you gotta get up. You can't let this thing beat you." The scepter meanwhile is enjoying the show. "This thing is the ultimate counter. It is way too strong at this current state, and the shock resistance allows it to withstand his most brutal attacks. The boy is finished." Deku gets up. He knows what he has to do. He spins a hammer and screams, "Force Judgment!" A flash of lightning screams across USJ as the attack hits the Nomu. When the flash is over, Deku smirks, thinking that it's all over, but it's not. Nomu is still standing, raring to go. While it definitely took damage, the Nomu resisted a decent amount of the damage, so it's still standing. Nomu then fires up another powerful punch again, and Deku is even more broken, and then is kicked to the other side. Deku is still alive, but he is beaten and battered. He only needs a bit more power. However, he has been fighting at his absolute limit, and he doesn't know what else to do. Mjolnir then says, "I can give you more power for one attack, but only for that attack." Deku's like, "Really?" Mjolnir says, "Yes, but your body right now can only withstand so much without being destroyed in the process. Right now, your body can withstand a small boost up to 20%. For all the shock resistance and the power up, you need 18% to destroy the Nomu. You definitely have enough to do it, but you're going to be in a lot of pain, and you still need to release this attack very quickly. Are you ready for this?" Deku nods his head yes, and a flash of lightning goes around Deku. Aizawa, who had thought Deku was done at that point, is in awe that he has more power. Ochaku is thankful that he has more gas and cheers him on. Everyone in the class sees Deku getting up and cheers him on as well. The power he has is overwhelming. Shigaraki is shocked. Nomu's also kind of trembling at the mere pressure. that Deku is exerting at the moment. Deku then spins the hammer, but it is much faster. It spins and spins and spins. Then Deku speeds up and is right in front of the Nomu, faster than he can even track. Deku then has an armor of electricity around his other arm. Deku cries out, "Wrath of 4!" and slams both the hammer and his arm into Nomu. All Might, who had just arrived, is just in time to see this attack. A massive explosion ensues, and a pillar of light forms around USJ, and there's a massive shockwave. The students aren't hurt, neither are the villains, but Nomu, when the smoke is cleared, is in ashes. Deku has won. All Might, seeing this, realizes what is going on, and can tell Deku fought very hard today. Shigaraki is shocked, and tries to go after the boy, but seeing All Might kinda makes him want to disappear, if you get my drift. The Zaptor meanwhile says, "Ah yes, I've regained the power I have lost and more from that Bakugo kid. I still want more power, but I will get it eventually. I will give that Mjolnir one thing. He definitely chose a good wielder, but it won't matter when I choose mine." Deku later on wakes up at the hospital and sees All Might and Mirio are there, though All Might is in his Toshinori form. He gives Deku his praise for all his hard fighting out there, Mirio as well. Then All Might goes back to his buff form, and then Inko, Ochako, Ida, and even Bakugo come in. Inko is there because, well, she's his mother, so obviously she's gonna check on her son. Ochako is there because you gotta care about your friend, or, you know, potential boyfriend. Ida's there because you definitely gotta care about your friend, and Bakugo because, you know, he has, even though Deku and him are having a decent, better relationship, and he's gotta at least make sure that the dude's okay, right? They are all there also to wish him well, although the other classmates have also given Deku their regards, especially after his performance against that Nomu. Deku has just faced the most powerful opponent he has ever faced yet so far. In fact, it's the most powerful opponent he's ever faced in his life. Deku knows that it isn't over yet, far from it, and he needs to keep training. Or based on the guts he showed, maybe he can save the universe. We'll have to find out for sure as the series continues. Thank you all for watching part 6 of What If Deku Had the Mjolnir. Essentially, this is like the season 1 finale because, well, yeah, season 1. This series is definitely fun to write, and I definitely cannot wait to give you guys more parts in the future. Shout out to my boy Atlas for the thumbnail background you see. He'll be in the comments somewhere. You know, he's pretty cool like that. Be prepared for the stuff to come this week. Get hyped for that. Make sure to watch my community tab like a hawk. And finally, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. Also, quick update, the base of the second channel is being created, so I'm going to be building that pretty soon, and I'll let you guys know when the time is to, you know, hit the subscribe button to that channel and to check out the content I'm going to produce on there. So that should be really fun. And I guess that's all I have to say, except one more thing. I wish I could have gotten this video out a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but yeah, I had some personal issues, so I had to get those sorted out. I did talk about this in a community post, but it's out now, so, you know, I hope you guys like the video and stuff like that. Anyway, that is all I have to say. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and of course, share the video. This has been your boy, the Anime Sage, signing out. Peace, YEEHAW, bye-bye. Peace.
That shit is so overplayed. I know I'm deep in the game, but I'ma keep doing my thing.